Hey, it's Monday again, and guess what? New programming. So, some of you have already been in. I apologize. I meant to shoot this out yesterday. Kind of got away. Time got away from yesterday. So, wanted to just go through a brief description of the programming, give you guys a little bit more clarity from that standpoint. And obviously, if you guys haven't been in to do the workout, it will give you some clarity from that perspective. So, in this description, I put the basis of what we're going to do this next 4 weeks. So we're going to keep you in a strength phase and focus on building not only strength endurance, but obviously overall strength and a little bit of hypertrophy, which is muscle growth. So we're going to kick up the movements to 5 rounds. We ended last week with the core movement of 4 of 6. What we're going to do is we're going to push all the movements up to 5 rounds. So that's going to give you a lot more volume on that specific movement. When you get that volume up, you're going to do a little bit more muscle damage and a little bit more time under tension. Which time under tension it causes the muscle damage. So that's during the lift. So we use the timer to obviously get a specific workload. So the timer is going to be 16 seconds of work. So that keeps you in a strength phase. So that's 5 to 8 reps. And then we have a longer rest interval, 24 seconds for the rest, or 40 seconds for the rest interval. So what that does is allows the body to fully recover and put 100% effort into that movement pattern where you're recruiting more muscle, okay, as you fatigue the muscle and we recover, then we're recruiting more in the synchronization component as well for the muscle to fire in a synchronization pattern to lift the weights. So what you want to do is think about, and we have this documented in Zen Planner for you guys, is the rep range of what we finished last week. So like on the deadlift, what was your final weight? And you can start this month's programming with that weight you finished with. But we're going to add one more set. It may be a little bit less in the reps. So you were doing 4 of 6 last week. You may only get 5 of 5 this week, which is fantastic. But it's going to push your strength component, hypertrophy a little bit, obviously, and strength endurance. So hopefully that helps. So the reason we're using a clock is obviously it gives us a little bit more control on the application side of things instead of giving you a rep range to go after. We still give you that just to give you some feedback to understand what weight to use. But when we take the reps out of it and just go under a time, we can still get a similar stimulus. But the other component is the rest work. So we're resting you exactly how long that we want you to rest to put full effort into the movement. So hopefully that makes sense. And then at the end of it, we program designed activity, or I should say activities, that lifts that will stimulate the fast twitch muscle fiber, which is very important. As we age, we just do not stimulate the fast twitch muscle fiber like we should. If we don't stimulate it, kind of use it, lose it, not really, but really we will to a certain degree. So the fast twitch muscle fiber, if it doesn't get a stimulus, we become less explosive, and that's not necessarily good. Fast twitch muscle fiber are going to burn a little bit more calories. Obviously, they will help with hypertrophy as well. That is putting on muscle mass. So the last portion of the programming is very heavy in the stimulating the fast twitch muscle fiber with explosive lifts, with very, very, very short recovery time. So we're pushing your heart rate really high, doing a explosive movement that's going to fatigue the fast twitch muscle fiber, and what that will do obviously is a metabolic conditioning. So that will help burn excess calories, general conditioning overall, and allow you to do a lot of work really hard and then recover. As you recover faster. As you go through the month, this should get a little bit easier. It will be challenging based upon the 16 seconds or the 12 seconds of recovery. So it's 24 work, 12 recovery. So hopefully this helps. Now I want to give you guys a warning on the other days, just to be a heads up. The other days I programmed are a little bit heavier in lifts. These last couple months I've been doing the other days a little bit more of a cardio based. This is still a cardio based program, but it's going to have a little bit more resistance components to it. So what I'm saying is I put in some circuit type things that's going to load you a little bit more than we've been accustomed to. So just be prepared. If you're very sore, you may not want to come back-to-back days, or give your body a little bit more rest, or back down the activities on the cardio days. So I think I have a kettlebell, I think I have some barbell dumbbell complexes in there, and I think I have a rep range component in there. So they're really good workouts, but again, I just want to warn you on rest recovery because your volume is going to be up in the general strength workouts as well. So hopefully all this makes sense, gives you guys a little bit clarity on what we're going to shoot for this next month. If you guys have questions, never hesitate. I can answer questions and give you feedback on based upon what we're doing. So have a great Monday, and I will talk with you guys soon.